I've got a couple videos about this, and basically what we're doing is dissecting this program. And because if you're a targeted individual, you get no answers on this, they will hang up the phone on you if you start talking about Area 51 shit. And literally, I've had the phone banged on me I don't know how many times, and so the rest of us. I've called the DEA, I've called the Washington Bureau of the Federal Investigations, I've called the Justice Department, and I've got nowhere. But if you ask them questions, and not tell them answers, then things get a little bit better for you. I know this is deceitful, but this is what we got to do because this is part of the program. And if they can do that to us, and by God, we pay taxes, we can do it to them. And there's no laws against it because we're not harassing anybody. So with that being said, first on my list is the, I want to say, LA Joint Regional Intelligence Center, which is a fusion center in California. And we're going to give these people a call because they're open. And the last time I called them, they said, you live in Ohio, how come you're calling LA? I said, well, hell, you're the only ones open. So that's the answer that they're going to get. So here we go. And it is area code 406 444 and 1300 1330. Buckle up.
Extension number 444130 didn't answer. This is the voicemail of Static.
That's not correct. Let me try the other one. 562 345 1100.
Hello, you have reached the Joint Regional Intelligence Center. To report a tip or a lead, or to speak with a duty officer, please press 1 now. For all other matters, please press 0. Thank you. Wait while I transfer your call. Messaging system. From a touch-tone telephone, you may dial an extension at any time. For a directory of extensions, sorry, there is no operator of the...
Well, you motherfuckers, maybe I'll have to talk to an agent online. Hold on a second. Let me call him back.
Hello, you have reached the Joint Regional Intelligence Center. To report a tip or a lead, or to speak with a duty officer, please press 1 now. Or wait while I transfer your call.
Shh, be quiet. I'll kill you.
Hello, Jerry, duty phone, can I help you?
Yes, sir. I got a couple questions if you don't mind. You got time?
Sure, if I ask who's calling?
Yeah, my name's Richard Green. I live in Aurora Hills, California.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
I was wondering, what do you have to do to be on a non-targeted list, like a terrorist watch list? Because I got some fellas.
Non-targeted list?
Like a targeted list, yeah, a non-targeted or a targeted list for that matter.
Usually, I mean, are you saying you're on it or?
No, I'm not on it, but I mean, like, I know some people that could be.
Okay.
I mean,
what's are you just asking because you're curious, or I don't really have an answer for you?
Yeah, I'm curious. I mean, what would it take to be on there? Because I got neighbors that are weird. They they keep talking about government stuff and this and that, and trying to like ask me about stuff, and then I just don't know the answers to all this stuff. I just figured I'd ask you.
Well, have you started out with your local law enforcement? Was that Malibu Lost Hills Sheriff's Station?
Yeah, they referred me to you guys. They said ask them about it. Then maybe they give you some direction on that.
Oh, okay, very good. Well, you can always go to the website, and if you think there's some activity that you think is concerning, have you been to our website?
Yeah, I've checked that out myself, but concerning activity is that's a broad range of everything.
Well, in regards to like terrorism, if you think
like domestic terrorism, what do you consider domestic terrorism?
Well, I mean that's very broad, you know. So, but the best thing to do is just on the website you can go and it says submit a suspicious activity report for the public, and then you can type in everything that's going on, and then what the folks will do, folks from the federal government will take a look at it, and then if they need to look into it further more, or maybe they're aware of these people already.
So what if they're with organizations and stuff like that, like militia ties and whatnot?
Well, it's not illegal, right?
No, but they put the pressure on people like in our neighborhood, trying to like get people signed up, saying the government's taking control of stuff, and it just makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't know what to go. I
get you. So the thing is, there's a fine line between that and their First Amendment right? But if you start feeling threatened by it, then that goes back to your Malibu Lost Hills Station, and you have to report that, because it all starts with the local law enforcement. That's how that would work.
But you guys fuse the data together from what we give as reports, right?
Absolutely, we do communicate. Because the LA County Sheriff's Department has their own reporting system, like we do at the JRIC, and then so they'll have investigators take a look at it, and if they deem it necessary to bump it up to the federal level, because right now it's at the local level, and if they deem it's necessary to bump it to the federal level, then they basically punt it over to the JRIC, and then the federal folks start taking a look at it.
So let's
when you submitting a suspicious activity report.
Just like what if you suspect them of being ties to white supremacists is what I'm gathering.
Well, unfortunately, it's not illegal until they commit an illegal act.
What would that can be considered as a legal act? I mean, like, I don't know.
Crime.
Like putting your hands on somebody or something like that?
Well, anywhere from assault to theft. I mean, or to crimes against person type of stuff.
What about their propaganda?
The propaganda is considered First Amendment.
So there ain't nothing they can do about the free speech part of the deal, huh?
No, it's First Amendment.
All right.
Like I said, it's tough. I mean, we like our freedom here, right? There's the First Amendment, and that's what we have to work within. But you can, Mr. Green, right?
Yes, sir.
You can definitely submit if you go to the JRIC.org and for suspicious activity reporting, you can submit it, and then the folks will take a look at it. And we never turn any information away.
Never.
That's the whereabouts are you in Agoura Hills? Is it
I don't want to get my address out. I don't want.
Okay.
I don't want these people to come back on me. You know what I mean?
Sure. Well, I mean, but you got to be able to identify them, right? If you submit that lead, so our folks know who they are.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time, sir.
If anything, but if anything, where you feel threatened, or like an emergency, or that's, I mean, a criminal act, right? You definitely need to go and get on the phone and call Malibu Lost Hills to get the deputies out there and tell them what's going on.
Okay.
So if there's a crime, they will handle it accordingly.
I haven't seen this crime so much per se. It just the talk is just something else.
At this point in time, so it sounds like at this point in time, it's freedom of speech type stuff, First Amendment type stuff. But you can always submit it to us, and then let our folks take a look at it. And like I said, they may or may not be on the radar. And if they're not, maybe they'll look into them further. That type of stuff.
Okay.
Righty?
All right. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, sir.
Oh. Now,
What the heck are we doing on that list if what he says is,